Welcome back to our channel, and we are glad to be here talking a little bit about getting you ready for the new year. So, as 2024 is around the corner, we thought we'd talk about some New Year's resolutions staffing agency edition. So, welcome back to our channel. We're glad you're here. My name is Shamika, and I am the founder and creator of the NOSA Group. And a part of my journey as being a NOSA has been to create this amazing community here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok of nurse owned staffing agency owners throughout the United States. And with that being said, we want to make sure that we have information and resources and tools and opportunities for you guys to be and operate at your greatest level. Whether you're just getting started, you're thinking about getting started, or you have an established business. So, why don't you go ahead, since you're already here, and click that like button and join our community here on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. So let's jump into our conversation here, which is a New Year resolutions for your staffing agency business. So we all know what New Year's resolutions are, what they're about, why people do them. Some people don't do them, and that's fine. But one thing that I think is really important to note is that it's a nice thing to do. And around this time is a great time to do or consider doing something like this. So, as the new year approaches, it's an excellent time for staffing agencies to do a little bit of reflection on this past year. Not only the achievements, but any setbacks, and really focus on what you want to achieve in the upcoming year. We want you as staffing agency owners to thrive in the year that's coming ahead in 2024. We put together a quick little guide to help you create a new year resolution that will benefit your business and clients. So, first, reflect on your achievements and challenges. So, what you need to do is start by reviewing this past year. And when I say review, go into a deep dive review. Look at your financials, your job placement, um, history, number of employees over month, quarter over quarter, any growth or expansion, business development, marketing strategies, recruitment strategies. So, really do a deep dive. So, it'll take you a little bit of time to do that. So, specifically focusing on any significant milestones, any successes, as well as what were some of the challenges your agency faced during 2023. It could be around your client relationships, job placement opportunities, feedback that maybe you receive from employees. It could be systems or vendors that you may be working with. So don't leave any stone unturned. So understanding where you've excelled and where you can improve is really the first step in setting meaningful resolutions or goals. Next, I would make sure to really define your resolution. So, like, what do you want it to be different? And when you're thinking about defining these things, you don't always want to focus on where you are right now. So, defining means where you ultimately need to be. Like, XYZ agency, I want it to be the premier staffing agency for the DMV region or for the Northern California region or for the West Coast. So, whatever that is, you really want to define it, get specific, make sure it's something that you can measure, it's achievable, relevant, and timely, but really make sure that it's a reflection of what you want the business to look like and feel, not from only a business owner standpoint of view, as well as the experiences of clients that you work with and employees that work for your organizations. And some options around doing this will be include improving your candidate vetting process, expanding into new industries or new healthcare related industries, including as well increasing your client base by a certain percentage. Another example of defining your resolutions could include strengthening your candidate sourcing. So, to remain competitive in any environment, you really want to focus on your candidate sourcing strategies. So, when you're doing a deep dive, really figure out how are you getting candidates to your organization? The how of it all is so important during this time, along with the why. So, are you getting it mostly through referrals? So, there may be opportunities for you to look at other referral sources for your candidates, not only to benefit and contribute to the organization, maybe financially, maybe by other means, but also if it's through another source, whether it's a website or social media page, how can you tweak or make it better to allow their experience and access to job opportunities for your organization to be a little bit more improved? So consider tapping into untapped talent pools. And this is a great one because I love talking about untapped talent pools and kind of talking to people and be like, I never thought about that. An example of an untapped talent pool: schools, nursing schools. If you're doing placement for CNAs, nursing schools. Yep, I said it, nursing schools. Most nursing schools in the last couple of years have implemented, and it looks different in every state, but a lot of them have implemented requirements, especially in your BSN programs, of those individuals having healthcare experience. So connect with your local university, connect with your local community college. If they have a requirement to say, hey, you need to have 20 hours of healthcare experience, this, that, and the other, that's a great opportunity for them to get that experience, especially if they're nursing students that have completed fundamentals, which is kind of that first step in the process of nursing school. And it really allows, in certain states, it allows people to sit for their CNA. So they don't have to go through an actual CNA program. But that's another opportunity. CNA schools, host job fairs, host events, host meet and greets. Um, Getting to where your talent pool hangs out is really key. And it's not always at your door. It's probably definitely not at your door. Just kidding, guys. But go where they are. Go to social media, host lives and Zooms and opportunities for people to know that you're in their communities. And of course, explore innovative ways to attract top talent. Some innovation and innovative ways that I think about is social media, hosting different types of events. People really spend a lot of time on social media. So hosting meetups on social media are always great. Q&A sessions are great ways to attract your top talent, and really creating and cultivating compensation and benefits packages that are attractive, even in your per diem travel space. Just because you work per diem or just because you work travel or local travel doesn't mean you can't offer them an amazing benefits package. So, really think about stuff like that, guys. So, your resolution might involve finding new avenues for talent acquisition, such as social media or nurturing partnerships with educational institution, as I mentioned. Some other areas you may want to touch on include enhancing the client experience and relationship. Client satisfaction is key, it's paramount, it's a big part of everybody's business, but it's a real key factor in our business. So, making sure that you offer this is really beyond essential, because without this, you won't be able to resolve or enhance that relationship. You won't know that you need to offer better services. You may not figure out till it's too late that your communication or the way that your client communicates isn't clear and concise in the way that you need it. And then you're not able to make great placements. So consider conducting client surveys or meetings to gather information, feedback, and identify areas for improvement. And it just doesn't have to be in areas where you have challenges. So, right, if you have a client that maybe is having like a significant staffing issue on the weekends or at nighttime or during the holidays, which is a thing, guys, talk to that client, but also talk to the client that's been consistent, that's been on board with you during the pandemic, post pandemic, and you've established really great relationship with, because that interaction via a survey or a follow-up meeting can really tell you what you're doing right. So don't only focus on the challenging clients, focus on both, and then kind of come up with a plan and a pathway where you can do some of those things with a client you may have challenges with, as well as continue to improve upon the relationship that's working for you. This one, this one right here, is by far my favorite one. Invest in your professional development. And you can do this today. If you're a NOSA and you haven't started your business, start doing this now. And it doesn't have to cost you a thing because YouTube University is a real thing that I love. And it's a great way to invest in yourself, which also means investing in your professional development. So investing in your professional development as you as a owner, but also in your staff because they're kind of mirror images of you and what you represent. So a well-trained and motivated team can provide better service, better outcomes, better experiences for not only you, for your candidates, and for your clients. So set resolutions around offering training programs, attending industry conferences, and staying up to date on the latest trends in staffing and recruitment. And if I could highlight this with a yellow marker, I would. We're going to definitely tag this out in the video, but this is key. None of us are perfect, myself included. But what makes me different from the person that you guys met 4 or 5 years ago, or even this year, is that I truly invest in my professional development. I am now in the process of doing a training class to improve upon the brand, the rebranding, the restructuring of our organization so they can meet the needs of our candidates and clients and we can better service them. It's an intense course. I believe they refer to it as a virtual MBA because I know that I don't embody everything. And a big part of that is I know that I'm not at my full potential. So I elicit, I agree with, I support, I'm excited about getting the help of others who are in a position that I may want to be in or have similarities or qualities that I may want to add or enhance to what it is that I'm doing now. So invest in your professional development, guys. Next, embrace technology. It's here, it's not going anywhere. If anything, it's expanding. Who knew in 2023 AI would be a thing, a real life thing, in addition to cars that can drive themselves, all types of different technology we see in all areas of our day to day lives. And the staffing industry is no different. So it's evolving rapidly. We've seen this uptick since the pandemic and post pandemic and it really does play a crucial role in our day to day lives. So embrace it, guys. Go ahead and take a deep breath and embrace technology. It's not going anywhere. And I mentioned in a meeting recently, as we see more and more young people who only have known technology in their lives, right? It's a part of their wake up, day to day interactions, go to sleep process. So it's a part of their work life. Um, and it's like some of us would consider leaving your wallet at home. You just would never do it. So embracing it is key. Embracing the fact that it may create more opportunity for you as a business owner. It can open doors around staffing and recruitment and streamline processes is really great, as well as increasing your efficiency as a business owner, especially if you're a business owner that is running the business solo or you have a small team and you're trying to meet the expectations or even compete with other similar or larger organizations. So some of the technologies out there provides more efficiency, better analytics for your decision making, and it's kind of like a support system. I look at technology, even though I don't necessarily like all the pieces of it, as really like a support for me and my business versus a hindrance. So embracing technology is key, and this could include involving your new applicant tracking system. We've seen that the use of AI, we've by far seen that happen quickly, as well as implementing more user friendly client management systems. And these are all great things that you should have a part of your business software package. So you should have some sort of tracking system. The candidate matching, maybe I would at least explore it. And then, of course, a client management system. And the last few things are around how do you know it's working? So getting in a routine now in 2023 will really help you as you go into 2024 around, well, Shamika, I did all of this. I wrote it down. We figured it out. How do I implement it? And then how do I know that it's working? We have the answer for you. Measure and adjust. So a key part of KPIs or key performance indicators is you want to track the progress. So I would encourage people, don't wait till now in the year to see how the business is doing. You need to start in January and start tracking the progress. So sometimes that means you need to have systems in place, meetings in place, people in place that are either keeping track of these things, or you really have to take out the time in that quarter or throughout the year to do it yourself. Regularly assessing your business performance against these metrics are key. It could be financial metrics, it could be recruiting strategies. Has this been implemented? Is that effective? Are we getting a return on our investment? It could be marketing strategies, where you're making adjustments about how you market. It can include things like how you market on social media, if you market in other ways. All of those platforms, especially your social medias, have analytics, and we'll do a video later on in the week about how to read the analytics. But all of those platforms have analytics that they provide to you. Caveat: if you don't have a lot of engagement, it may take some time to get there. But for the most part, there's an analytic button on just about every social media platform. And that's giving you your metrics. That's saying, hey, when you post this at 3 o'clock in the morning and do this and this, your audience does this. People do this. We see this. So tapping into that is really key as a part of your resolution for 2024, as well as if you notice that certain goals are not being met, you want to think about not only the internal factors that are playing a part into that, you also want to consider any sort of external factors that are, hindering any success that you may want to have in that particular area. So stay flexible. Think about what makes sense. Think about how you work. Think about the best environment that you work in. I'm a person who's worked from home for a long time. And being at home all the time for different projects doesn't work. So for those things, I get away from home. Um, in conclusion, New Year's resolutions for staffing agencies. This video is really meant to be a opportunity to engage, an opportunity to really give some thought about what you're doing and what's working for you and what's not working for you. It's not really focused about, hey, you have to do these things, but this is the time. And let me repeat that. This is the time to really do those things. You don't want to plan for 2024 in 2024. Really, if it was me, for me, I plan for 2024 in October. And when I say planning, I'm talking about like what it needs to look like, what it needs to feel, what I want to include in it, things I want to achieve, places I want to be, people that I want to connect with. So New Year's resolutions or planning goal or goal setting types of things are really up to you. This is just merely a symbolic gesture to help you with creating a strategic plan for growth and improvement. There's always room for it. And by reflecting on your agency's performance, your overall performance really allows you to set more specific goals and commit to ongoing development. You can position your agency for success for the year coming in any way that makes sense. And success is whatever you want it to be. So remember that solutions should be flexible and adaptable, allowing you to respond to the ever changing needs of the staffing landscape and the evolving needs of your clients or candidates. So, with dedication and well thought out strategy, your staffing agency can make a new year a year of remarkable achievements and continued growth. As always, thanks for being a part of our community. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel. You're already here. Click the subscribe button. And if you like this video, go ahead and check out our next video and click the alert bell and get more information about our upcoming videos. Thanks as always for being a part of our community, and we will be chatting with you.